Hello friends, welcome back. So let's start with a new chapter. This is on revealed preferences. Alright, so let's understand what is the meaning of revealed preferences. So let's say there is a bundle x1, x2 which is the chosen bundle. Say x1, x2 is a chosen bundle, which means suppose I have a budget line where I have x1, x2 plotted here, and this is my budget line, and this is a point of optimum x1, x2. So here I can say suppose x1, x2 is a chosen bundle. Why? Because there is a tangency between indifference curve and the budget line, and here I am maximizing the utility corresponding to this given budget line, right? Now let's say there is some other bundle, say y1, y2, which lies inside the budget line. Suppose here we have y1, y2. Okay, it lies inside the budget line. So what can we say here? That let's say at prices, so corresponding to budget line we have price P1, P2. At price P1, P2, when I am buying this bundle, what is the expenditure? P1 x1 plus P2 x2 equals to M, because M is the income and expenditure on good X is exactly equal to the income, because it is lying on the budget line. So it means your income is exactly equal to the expenditure here at the bundle x1 and x2. But at the bundle y1 and y2, which is lying anywhere inside the budget line, so can I clearly say here that expenditure on y1, y2 is either less than or equal to. So it's a bundle which is lying less than or equal to any point on the budget line. So we can write here that expenditure on y1, y2, P1, y1 plus P2, y2 is less than equal to income, right? Because this is a bundle which is affordable, but it's lying inside the budget line. So we can represent it like this, that expenditure on y1, y2 is less than equal to the income. Okay, so this is equation 2, this is equation 1. When I club the two equations, what do we get? So we can write it as P1 x1 plus P2 x2 is, so this is equal to M. So we can replace M with the expenditure here on x1 and x2. So I can write it as P1 x1 plus x2 P2 is greater than equal to P1 y1 plus P2 y2. Okay, this can be written as an equation. Now from here what can we infer? That if expenditure on x1 and x2 is suppose larger than the expenditure on any other bundle, and this is the most optimum bundle because this is what is the preferred bundle, then it can be concluded as a principle of revealed preferences that if it is the case x1, x2 is optimum bundle and the expenditure P1 x1 plus P2 x2 is greater than equal to P1 y1 plus P2 y2, then it must be the case that the bundle x1 x2 must be directly revealed preferred to. So I am writing here, it must be the case that x1 x2 bundle, this bundle is directly revealed preferred to y1 y2. Okay, so we can write here as x1 x2 is directly revealed preferred to y1 y2 bundle, and mathematical expression can be written like this, that x1 x2 is preferred over y1 y2. Okay, because here x1 x2 is directly revealed preferred to y1 y2. So this is how revealed preferences is being discussed, that if it is the case one bundle is chosen over the other and that bundle is affordable, given the budget set that bundle, another bundle is also affordable, then it must be the case that since expenditure is larger on this bundle, chosen bundle over the another bundle which is an affordable bundle, it must be the case that this is revealed preferred to another bundle. X1, X2 must be directly revealed preferred to the bundle Y1, Y2. Okay, this is the meaning here. Now let's say x1 x2 is directly revealed prefer to y1 y2, and we add another assumption here. Let's say at some other prices, at prices say q1 q2, at some other prices I am choosing bundle y1 y2 bundle is chosen. Okay, so it must be the case since it is chosen, and I can assume that let's say z1 z2 is affordable bundle. अगर ये अफोर्डेबल बंडल है देन इट मीन्स अगर ये चूज कर रही हूँ दैट मीन्स y1 y2 पर एक्सपेंडिचर मस्ट बी ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू एक्सपेंडिचर एट z1 z2, so we can write it as q1 y1 plus q2 y2 must be greater than equal to q1 z1 plus q2 z2. Okay, the expenditure at y1 y2 must be greater than equal to expenditure at z1 z2, so it implies that y1 y2 is directly revealed prefer to. So from the same analysis we can say that if y1 y2 is a chosen bundle and z1 z2 is an affordable bundle, then the expenditure at y1 y2 must be greater than equal to expenditure at z1 z2. So it must be the case that y1 y2 is directly revealed prefer to z1 z2. So y1 y2 is directly revealed preferred to z1 z2. Okay, so what can we infer from here? That y1 y2 is preferred, directly revealed preferred to z1 z2. This is a notation. Alright, so first we have established, let's say at a price p1 p2, at some prices p1 p2 x1 x2 is directly revealed preferred to y1 y2, and let's say at some other prices say q1 q2 y1 y2 is directly revealed preferred to z1 z2, then it must be the case that when I combine the two equations together, that x1 x2 is directly revealed preferred to y1 y2 at prices p1 p2, and at prices q1 q2 we have established that y1 y2 is directly revealed preferred to z1 z2. Then by transitivity property, what can we infer? By transitivity, it can be inferred that x1 x2 is revealed preferred to z1 z2, but it is indirect revealed preference, because by transitivity we are able to say that at prices p1 p2 x1 x2 is directly revealed preferred to y1 y2, at some prices q1 q2 y1 y2 is directly revealed preferred to z1 z2, but by transitivity I can infer that x1 x2 is indirectly revealed preferred to z1 z2. This can be established that x1 x2 is indirectly revealed preferred to z1 z2 bundle. Okay, graphically how do we show that? Let's discuss. So let's say there are two bundles at prices p1 p2. We are saying there is a bundle x1 x2 here which is chosen over another bundle, say y1 y2 here. So y1 y2 lies here, and here we have x1 x2 bundle. Okay, so this bundle is chosen over y1 y2. So by direct reveal preference we know that x1 x2 is preferred to y1 y2 because ये affordable bundle है when x1 x2 is purchased. Fine. So when I am saying at some other price ratio, suppose कोई और budget line ratio है, slope different है because there are different prices of good x and good y. So q1 and q2 are the prices. At q1 q2 prices we have a flatter budget line. So we are purchasing suppose the bundle here y1 y2, and this bundle is purchased. ये optimum क्योंकि lie कर रहे हैं इस budget line पर, so it's an optimum bundle. And suppose करते हैं z1 z2 bundle lie here. Now z1 z2 bundle lie here. Let's mark this point A. Okay, so here we know that Z1, Z2 is affordable. It's inside the budget line in which we have prices Q1, Q2. So Z1, Z2 is affordable, but I am purchasing Y1, Y2 bundle. So by direct reveal preference, Y1, Y2 is directly reveal preferred to Z1, Z2, but by transitivity X1, X2 is indirectly reveal preferred to Z1, Z2. However, अगर हम separately देखें X1, X2 पर जो expenditure है, this is larger. P1, P2 prices पर देखें expenditure at Z1, Z2 will be larger. Okay, but by transitivity we can establish that even if ये price P1, P2 पर affordable भी ना हो Z1, Z2, then also indirect reveal preference में it is possible that this bundle is like kind of X1, X2 we can establish that it is directly and or indirectly reveal preferred to Y1, Y2, but indirectly reveal preferred to Z1, Z2, which is not an affordable bundle at the price P1, P2. Alright, so this is about direct reveal preference and the indirect reveal preference. Now let's move forward to understand an important principle of reveal preference, which is on weak axiom of reveal preferences. Okay, so let's discuss weak axiom of reveal preferences. What is the meaning of weak axiom of reveal preferences? Let's understand that if it says that if at prices P1, P2, X1, X2 is a chosen bundle and say Y1, Y2 is affordable bundle, this is affordable bundle, then it must be the case that X1, X2 is directly reveal preferred to Y1, Y2, correct? But axiom क्या कहते हैं? It is, let me write here, it's weak axiom of reveal preferences. Axiom says that if at some prices X1, X2 is directly reveal preferred to Y1, Y2, then at some other prices, say, then at some other prices it can't happen, it cannot happen that Y1, Y2 is directly reveal preferred to X1, X2. So अगर एक प्राइस है P1, P2 पर X1, X2 is directly reveal preferred to Y1, Y2 है, then at some other price it can't happen that हम purchase करें Y1, Y2 and that is directly reveal preferred to X1, X2. Okay, so keep this in mind. It means that when I am saying X1, X2 is a chosen bundle and Y1, Y2 is affordable, it means that at price P1, P2, I can say that expenditure at X1, X2 is larger compared to the expenditure at Y1, Y2. So it means I can write here that P1, X1 plus P2, X2 is greater than equal to P1, Y1 plus P2, Y2. Okay, so we are saying that X1, X2 is directly reveal preferred to Y1, Y2 bundle. Alright, so but at the same time for weak axiom of reveal preference to satisfy, it cannot happen. I am writing here, if it is the case, then it can't happen. It can't happen that at prices say Q1, Q2, we have expenditure on Y1, Y2 greater than expenditure on X1, X2. So it can't happen that at price Q1, Q2, the expenditure Q1, Y1 plus Q2, Y2 is greater than equal to Q1, X1 plus Q2, X2. So this is not a possibility that you are preferring Y1, Y2 bundle over X1, X2. So I am writing here, it cannot happen that this will be the case simultaneously even at some other prices. Alright, so as long as that is the case, ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है, then VOP is satisfied. If it is the case, then VOP will be violated. Now let's graphically understand when VOP will be satisfied and when VOP will be violated. So here I have X1 bundle, X2 bundle, and suppose करो these are two different budget line. So this is BL1, this is BL2. It correspond to price P1, P2. It correspond budget line BL2 correspond to price Q1, Q2. Okay. सो अगर मैं कह दूँ यहाँ पर बंडल है x1 x2 का और ये बंडल है y1 y2 पर, ठीक है। सो क्या हम क्लियरली इसमें देख सकते हैं? ओके, लेट मी जस्ट रिकरेक्ट हियर, since I am saying x1 x2 is purchased at p1 p2, so let me write x1 x2 here. So this is x1 x2 bundle and this is y1 y2 bundle. Okay, so I am saying p1 p2 प्राइसेस पर, जब ये बजट लाइन है p1 p2 प्राइस पर हम ये बंडल परचेज कर रहे हैं, ओके, एंड एट q1 q2 प्राइस सेट आई एम परचेजिंग दिस बंडल, ऑलराइट। दैट मीन्स यहाँ तो क्लियरली वॉयलेट हो रहा है वॉप, क्यों? क्योंकि p1 p2 प्राइसेस पर मैं परचेज कर रही हूँ बंडल x1 x2 बट y1 y2 इज अफोर्डेबल। क्या हम देख सकते हैं? फॉरगेट अबाउट BL2 राइट नाउ, just look at BL1. I am purchasing x1 x2 bundle and y1 y2 is like inside this budget line, which means that it is affordable, but I am buying the bundle x1 x2, correct? So it means, so x1 x2 is, from here I can infer x1 x2 is directly we prefer to y1 y2 at prices p1 p2, okay, in price पर। Now at some other budget line q1 q2 price set में हम देख सकते हैं that y1 y2 is chosen bundle because this is lying on the budget line BL2, but x1 x2 is lying inside the budget set. So it means that from here at price q1 q2 it can be clearly seen that y1 y2 is chosen over x1 x2 because x1 x2 was affordable, it was inside the budget line and this is a chosen bundle. So here clearly if we are able to see such kind of a situation, it means that warp is clearly violated, okay, warp is violated in this case. So it should not happen for warp to be satisfied that अगर एक price set पर मैंने बोला x1 x2 is a chosen bundle over y1 y2, then at any other price ratio as well it should not happen that expenditure on y1 y2 will be larger compared to the expenditure at x1 x2, alright. So this is what it means. Let's move on to discuss one more case here related to warp. Graphically, when will it be the case that warp is satisfied? So here warp is violated. This is the case when warp is satisfied, alright. So let's have two different budget lines. So suppose this is corresponding to P1 P2 prices and this is corresponding to Q1 Q2 prices, and here we have x1 and this is x2 bundle, and let's say this is a one point of optimality and we are purchasing this bundle P1 P2 prices पर I am purchasing the bundle x1 x2 and at prices q1 q2 I am buying the bundle y1 y2. Suppose y1 y2 lie यहाँ पर कर रहा है, it is at this point, यहाँ पर मैं indifference curve plot कर रही हूँ and indifference curve is lying below this. So suppose this is IC1, this is IC2, okay. So IC1 पर हमने देखा optimize कर रहे हैं वो x1 x2 bundle पर, और IC2 पर corresponding he is optimizing at bundle y1 y2. But can we clearly see here that at prices q1 q2 जब वो y1 y2 purchase कर रहा है he is not better off because he can always optimize and choose a better bundle and maximize utility at x1 x2. So this is not a so y1 y2 is not a optimum choice here. क्यों? क्योंकि q1 q2 price पर भी he will choose to optimize further by maximizing utility at x1 x2. So that's why here in this case the warp is satisfied. So I hope this concept is pretty much clear now. Now in my next video I will cover more such concepts related to warp, and we will move to another axiom which is on strong axiom of revealed references. Alright, so I hope it's clear. Thank you so much.